All right, everyone, welcome to Trade of the Week Monday, where I give one idea that has been presented to the StatsEdge Pro members to you guys, and we just kind of track it through and we see what happens there. And there's only been one trade this week, so that made my job real easy. Now, if you want to learn more about these systems and everything we do, make sure you're going over here to StatsEdgeTrading.com. Again, you get all of these access to all of these systems for one low price. And if you want to read more about them, you can click either a video and you can hear me yap about what we're trying to do. And then also detailed statistics here. So this is a breakdown of all of these. Yeah, I got it. Go away. Which of these potential systems, what we're looking to do. Another one that's a sub 50-50 win rate. So what's funny is we did CBSH last week. And this one triggered here on Monday, and then it came and it hit our stop a little bit on Tuesday. Now you can see it's like right back up and above where we bought it from. And someone commented, "Yikes!" So there's a little comment on that. If you're surprised that something with a sub 50-50 win rate gets stopped out, don't take the trade. Right? It's just not. I'm telling you right now that this particular trade we're going to talk about has a sub 50-50 win rate, which means that it is going to be wrong more often than it's right. But we take the trades and we take them with small, manageable risk because when they work out better than when we get stopped out. And that's just how you make money in this game. So you take the trade. If you're wrong, you get stopped out, you move on with your life. If you're right, you make a whole lot of money. That's the hope, right? So another full disclosure here, MindMed, I own a lot of this already. Well before, I'm not making these trades, obviously. I have systems. I backtest them 25 years. They spit out what the trades will be next week. But I have been holding this one way back here around like $4 or $5. I've had some and I traded around that position, and I've just gotten to the point where I've doubled my money on that particular trade. So now I hold a bunch of it in an account someday, and if one day this ever goes to like $50 or $60 or whatever, it'll be great because a drug company, they're trying to get approval for a drug, so anything could happen with these. So just be careful, right? Drug companies, they could come out and say, yeah, our drug's great, we're solving everything, and it could be $100 stock, or they could come out and say, oh no, it turns out our drug doesn't do anything or actively hurts people, and the thing could crash back down. So this is, again, just like last week, our momentum strategy. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to buy as this kind of breakout happened. You can see 1286 was the buyout by the time I got a chance to do this video, a little bit above then. So you just keep that in mind that, we're buying a little bit above this purchase price with a 1222 stop, right? It puts us somewhere in this area right here. You can see the stops on these are very, very tight. We want these things to break out and then continue very quickly, or we're done, right? Sub 50-50 win rate. We want to get a great trade out of it right away, or we want to move on and recycle our capital into something better. So a nice breakout is occurring right here, right now. Who knows if it will continue, but that's what we're looking for here on MindMed. The exit condition is essentially a 1 week hold. So very quickly, if you want to look at some technicals, you could say, well, if we ever get to these kind of $14 area, it had some issues there. It kept rejecting that 14. So we can keep an eye on that. If we get there and start to reject, that could be an interesting place to take profits. Also, if it pulls back, now that it's a little bit above the entry, if it pulls back and it looks like it's digging in around this entry price, I don't think there's any problem with getting in on that one a little later. So again, trying to get this to you guys as quickly as I can because it's moving as we're talking. So thank you very much for tuning in. Again, if you want more of these things and to be alerted in real time when they happen so you don't miss them, make sure you go to StatsEdgeTrading.com, and I will talk to you guys there.